Trading the 1 minute time frame is the simplest and the most confusing time frame because there is a lot of information and it's fast. So in this video, I am going to break down this trade step by step so that you can understand how to trade the 1 minute time frame. If you are new to the channel, subscribe. Let's jump into the video. All right. Our bigger picture time frame signal is the same. We are looking for a breakout on Wednesday, Thursday or Friday at the low or the high of the week. And this is the low of the week set in the London session. And then we have a breakout at 8. So what happens? The first step is wait for 920. So we will just let the market move one more candle on the 15-minute time frame before switching to the 1 minute time frame, because we are waiting for 920, and yeah, we have 920 here. Step number 2 is identify the most recent high and the most recent low. This is where it can be a little bit challenging, but it's as simple as, if we are at the low of the week, we want to buy low. So meaning we will be looking for the low. Now, in the downtrend, this is where the most recent low and the most recent high, this is where you'll find it. And what do I mean? We look at the last breaking structure to the downside. The last breaking structure happened here. This was the low, and price broke out of that level to the downside. Now we have our most recent low, and our most recent high is the high that formed after that. Now, we are interested in the most recent high prior to 920. So we'll put that line there to separate 920 and the rest of the trading window. So what happens? Price continues to push higher, creating higher highs and higher lows. So our most recent high is this high, and it broke out. So if it broke to the upside, it means that this is the most recent low. So let's put it here because this candle does not have a low. Anyway, now we have our most recent high and our most recent low. So let me clarify something. When we are we want to look for the most recent high in an uptrend, what we start with is a downtrend, then look at the most recent low, the most recent breakout. That is what we've done. The most recent breakout creates the low. So we have our low there, and this becomes our most recent high. And then we start shifting. If we have a breakout to the upside, that becomes our most recent high. That becomes, that still remains our most recent low. And then if we break to the upside, we shift again our low and our high. That is what we've done. Now, after we have our most recent high and our most recent low, then we are waiting for a break in structure to the upside. So as you can see, price continues breaking out. So if it breaks to the downside, we are shifting the lows. So we have our most recent low here because of this breakout, and yeah, our most recent high still remains there. And then at 9:30, price breaks down. So after it breaks down, this becomes our most recent low, high, and this becomes our most recent low. Remember, we don't have a breaking structure yet. We want to see a breaking structure to the upside, something like that. All right, so price continues consolidating, and then we have a breaking structure to the upside. So once we have the breaking structure, then we start looking for 1 push, 2 push, 3 pushes to the low for the retest. And what happens? So we have price giving us 1 push, 2 push, 3 pushes to the low, but does not give us an engulfment candle. So we want to see 3 pushes to the low and then an engulfment candle. Now on this last leg, we want to see at least 3 consecutive candles. The way it has formed here, you have 1 push, 2 push, and then a 1, 2, 3 to the low. So we want to see at least 3 pushes and then an engulfment candle. So it might be 3, 4, 5, it doesn't matter. So what does price do? Price continues breaking down and still we don't have an engulfment candle. So we just wait. Now price continues higher and breaks out of the most recent high. So once we broke out of this level, the breaking structure, that high is the most recent high from the previous explanation that I showed you. So once we have a breaking structure, the process is the same again. You want to see at least 1 push, 2 push, 3 pushes to the low with an engulfment candle. And what happens? Price starts going down in 1 push, 2 push, and then yes, we have 1 push, 2 push, and then the last leg is more than 3 pushes, which is alright. We don't want 1 or 2 candles and then an engulfment candle. We want to see 1 push, 2 push, 3 push, engulfment candle, 4 push, 5 push, whatever number, it doesn't matter. As long as it's more than 3, that becomes our entry for that trade. And then our 1 bar stop loss, so right around there, and then a risk reward ratio of 1:2. And what happens? Yeah, in 2 candles it was a very beautiful trade. So that is the process of identifying trades in the 1 minute time frame. I have a free mentorship program, a link will be in the description, so check it out. And if you got value from today's video, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Peace out.